All right, we're connecting.
Yeah, my head looks weird in this fucking back. Look at this horrible background.
All right, you're live.
What's Up Food Podcast. Welcome to the What's Up Food Podcast. We're here with the co-host of the year, Rodrigo Torres.
Yeah, man.
Right there with his pompadour looking like a Tony Soprano.
Hey,
Martin Rizzo's coming in, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, he's the reason that we know Simon Rex personally because he's the one that recognized you immediately when we were doing that show in Tempe, Arizona.
That's right.
Right, Martin?
Yeah. I remember I saw him because I was at the pool. Then I saw you at the pool, and I was like, "Wait, that's Simon Rex, man, Dirt Nasty." Yeah.
Hey, stop yelling at me, bro. Hey, no, yeah, I
we were
remember,
looking for you all night after the show to go hang out.
Yeah, we didn't hang out though, did we?
No.
Nah. And yeah, that was years ago. But it is funny because you said to me, you go, "Hey man, you should do the podcast." 5 years later, here we are.
Yeah.
Took a minute.
We just got back from Phoenix, Arizona.
You
were
love
at the Stand Up Live Comedy Club. We did.
Oh, so they're doing like stage, like spaced out shows in Arizona.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They're limited show with no hanging out.
Yeah. How's the shows going? Is it weird because it's not so crowded? What's it like?
Wow, it's weird, man, because those people have like a partition, like they're visiting you in county jail, you know.
No plexiglass.
A plexiglass. And yeah, man, and you gotta wear a mask when you go to the restroom. You're supposed to wear it during the show, but some people, I don't know, man. They just want to not wear it, right?
Yeah, they're not into it, dude. You know what I mean? I guess it's a stance.
Yeah,
can't laugh with a mask.
we don't even need to go down that road, guys. Fuck politics.
Yeah.
We got Lisa Esparza, my wife, the producer of the year, right here.
Hello.
What's happening?
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
How are you? Guys. How are you?
I'm good.
We got Simon Rex. We actually have a friend who actually lives in Joshua Tree, right? Eddie.
Who?
We have
He's a real good friend.
Rodrigo, your buddy who lives in Joshua Tree.
Oh, Jerry.
Yeah.
Like Eddie.
I was like, Eddie? Who's Eddie, dog? Yeah, I guess he lives over there by Pioneer Town.
I live kind of near there too.
He sells lumber.
He sells firewood.
Oh shit! I need to meet him because I live off grid, so I live in a shipping container house, and it's off grid, like in the middle of nowhere. So I have solar panels, and I have no heat or AC, so everything stays warm with the fireplace, right? So my whole life now revolves around wood. I'm learning like which wood burns better, which ones smells better. All this crazy shit. I'm turning into a real man, and what's crazy is that it's really cold out there. People don't know it's the high desert. It's like 30 degrees at night, and I'm in a metal glass box. And it's like if the fireplace ain't going, you're in your jacket and beanie in your house. It's fucking crazy. And so
sounds like my childhood.
Yeah, I'm just reliving your childhood. And then it's just a trip. And then like you have to figure out the wood that burns overnight because when you go to bed, it has to burn all night to stay warm. So sometimes you got to get up in the middle of the night and start the fire again. It's crazy.
Yeah, our friend Jerry, he built a home inside one of those silver mines.
Oh, sweet.
What's Pioneer Town like? Is it still old school? Like old? It doesn't look like a Pioneer Town.
Yeah, Pioneer Town. They used to shoot movies there back in. Oh, sorry to cut you off. I know more than you. They used to shoot.
I live there.
Oh, you live there?
No, I'm just playing. You live there.
So basically, it's like they used to shoot movies out there. So there's these old Western facade like movie sets that they actually opened as stores now. So you could go through this old town with the horses tied up and the old Western shit. It's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's about at Ghost Town, right, or something like that.
Calico?
I don't know.
Calico. That's the haunted town, right? It's a ghost. It's abandoned or something.
Yeah, they have like turquoise mines over there.
Wow.
Like this, right?
Yeah,
This
it is.
It's all like old timey stuff.
Oh yeah, that's exactly
That's
it.
it.
That's it right there.
That's cool.
What's up, food? For anybody that bought tickets for Alexandria, Virginia, all 50 of you guys that bought tickets ahead of time, the show has been postponed, man. Hopefully after the inauguration, man, and we'll have an awesome show. Also, man, good news, change the subject. I'm going to be on Superstore tomorrow night.
Yeah, man.
I think I'm in that episode, unless you know how Hollywood is. They might cut me, but I'm on Superstore.
What's Superstore?
NBC.
What's that?
It's like The Office, but a Walmart.
In like a Walmart store.
Oh, what's it
It's-
on? I need a new show. What's it? Is it on? What's it on?
It's on NBC, but it's been on for
NBC.
6 years. So you can find it on Hulu. They show all the episodes.
I got Hulu. I got Hulu.
Felipe shows up every now and then. He's done quite a few this season, actually.
I just
It's
want to see Felipe in it.
Look for the Christmas Superstore episode. I think that's a good one.
Okay.
I'm also in that Pauly Shore movie, Guest House.
Say your what hurts?
That Pauly Shore movie,
You just did that?
Guest House. I play a priest.
Of course you did.
Funny, man, like, I got a call. Hey, buddy, you want to be in a movie? Like, oh yeah.
Come on, man.
Send me
Right
the
now,
lines, and the next day, boom.
you got to get it right now while it's hot. There's not much work going on. You got to get it.
Yeah, I was lucky, man. I did it like last year before the pandemic.
All he
nice.
puts
That
on
was
the
on Netflix.
pressure. He pressures people into doing a show. Or a movie, I mean.
So,
Well,
I-
why aren't you in Joshua Tree right now?
I'm in, because here's the deal, man. So I live out there by myself, and you got to understand, I'm in the middle of nowhere down a dirt road, and I grew up in San Francisco my whole life, lived in New York, LA, so I'm used to like being around millions of people. So now I live out in the middle of nowhere for a year. I bought it right before the pandemic hit. I got this little crib, middle of nowhere, I bought it with the intention to get away on the weekends from the madness and then rent it out when I wasn't there. Then COVID hit, so I moved there full time. And I'm tripping out because I just sit there alone in the middle of nowhere. You hear animals, there's rattlesnakes. I'm catching rattlesnakes and shit. Man, it's wild. I caught the fattest rattlesnake that could have killed me. I got the whole outfit with the shin guards and the grabber, like a thing that prongs. Yo, I'm way out of my comfort zone, but I fucking love it because I'm such a bitch my whole life. I'm always used to like turn the AC to 70 degrees, order Thai food. Now I'm out there like cooking, making a fire. It's crazy.
Eating
That's cool.
iguanas.
Huh?
I said eating iguanas.
Yeah, man.
Snakes.
It might come to that. But then every few days after Solitude, you start to go kind of crazy. Like I start talking to myself. I'm talking back to the TV. So I start to need social interaction. So I'll come to LA into fucking COVID city to see friends and fucking just to socialize and hang out. And it's just like, wow, it's such a different world, you know?
Yeah, you're gonna hang out with Jerry, man. He's a drummer, ex-drummer of that band Voodoo Glow Skulls. He lives out there in Pioneer.
It's Eddie.
No, Jerry.
Cool, dog. Little rascal.
Eddie's a lead guitarist.
Hey, you guys should come out. It's only a couple hours away.
He was
Come
a drummer.
out and we'll all meet up and hang out and have dinner or something.
Yeah, come over there.
Yeah, it's beautiful. there.
That's
Yeah,
what he says. He says it's gorgeous out there.
It's
I've been over there, but I never been to Joshua Tree. I've been to some trailer park place.
there-
You know
there- too.
Didn't we? But we started to go to Joshua Tree years ago.
And it got too
when I
hot, we
had that,
gave up.
yeah, I had that little car, and I was afraid my tires were gonna pop because it was so fucking hot. It was like 100. I don't know. It's like 120 out there, something like
Damn.
that.
Damn,
And
yeah.
so we drove in like 45 minutes. We didn't see anything yet, and I was like, I don't know if my tires are gonna make it out here. And we turned around. I was too scared.
Well, you guys come out with, you have a new car by now?
We have a nice car now.
Okay, yeah, come out sometime. We'll kick it with Eddie.
Very.
It's Jerry, man.
David.
He sells them desert art.
That's dope. Yeah. Hey, man, all the weirdos and it's a compliment. All the weirdos end up out there to do art and get the fuck away from everything and just get weird and like have some land. It's really cool, man.
Because everybody there look like they look Like they live at the floor, like they live in the Florida Keys, like their faces all red and
Yeah. People are sunburned and
rough
leathered
ass
up.
hands.
Yeah, there's some leathered ass people out there for sure.
Not to bring up politics, but some of those people look like the people that stormed the Capitol.
So yeah, they're
No,
out
bro,
there.
they look at the ones that fell off the building.
Yeah, it's okay. So the thing about it out there, it's like Austin or Asheville or like certain cities that are super conservative, right? And then you have super hippie crystal yoga shop, meditation scene too. So you'll be in a little restaurant and there'll be some yoga teacher and a farmer, and I love it.
I think Nashville's like that too right now.
Yeah.
It's it's changing, demographics.
Because they don't like it. All the hipsters move in and do art and sell crystals and all the fucking
Nashville's the bomb.
huh?
What's the closest grocery store from you?
At least.
It's about 20 minutes. So when you gotta
Grocery store?
you gotta stay on point. Like when you go to the supermarket, I've never been the dude to make a grocery list. I'm now you got to make a list, because if you're halfway home, you're like, fuck, I forgot the milk. You got to turn back.
You have to make a
Fuck
list.
that, man.
You gotta milk the cow, eh?
You
Yeah.
gotta make a menu.
Back to menu and a list every week.
Yeah, it's a trip, but I like it.
What about Amazon Prime? Do they deliver there?
To my PO box, because where I live, there's no mailbox, there's no garbage. I got to drive my garbage 20 minutes to take it out. There's no telephone poles, there's no nothing. It's just pitch black dirt road. You see the Milky Way at night. There's no light pollution. You don't hear anything. I saw there's mountain lions and shit. It's wild, man.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You have internet out there?
Yeah. So when I bought it off the dude, he was like, look, there's no, the phone don't work for like 15 minutes on dirt road to get to my house. So that whole ride, you have no phone. And then we get to my house. When I bought it, there was no service. So the dude who sold it to me, he's like, yeah, you could get a signal up on that rock, like 100 yards away, and make a text. I was like, oh shit, this is crazy. So I put in internet. I put internet in. So I lasted about 2 days. At first, I was like, oh, this is cute. Yeah, you get off the grid, no phone. After 2 days, I'm like, fuck this.
Back on the grid.
Yeah, my brother lives in a rural part of Ohio, and he had a hard time getting internet service, cable out there. It was tough.
Yeah, you need that shit.
Mm.
Get a pigeon. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can get you a plumber out there in 2 weeks.
Hell yeah.
So I'm just staring at James's shirt. He's got the plaid on again. Simon, where'd you grow up? Where are you from?
The Bay Area.
I'm from
Oh, Bay Area.
I'm from the Bay. I grew up in San Francisco, Berkeley, Oakland area.
You're a Raider fan?
No, I'm actually a Niners fan, because when I was 0 to 10, I had Joe Montana, Jerry Rice. So I was a little kid. One of my earliest memories was winning the Super Bowl in like 84, 85, something like that. Maybe 83. I don't even remember.
Yeah, man. 85.
So I'm Niners.
Niners, bro.
Four in a row.
For real. So then when I moved to the East Bay, when I was like 11, the Raiders were in LA. So I'm sticking with my Niners,
Where'd they go?
That's how it goes. And when you're in the Bay, you can't root for both. You got to pick one. You can't be an A's and a Giants fan. You got to pick one. You can't be a Raiders in it. So I stuck with my Niners, and then I became an A's fan.
Yeah, man. You can't be a hardcore Los Angeles Angel fan and then a hardcore Los Angeles Dodger fan. You got to pick one, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's two-faced.
I know. Felipe, one time we were at Angel Stadium because the Dodgers were playing, and I'm sorry, my stupid Alexa keeps coming up. The Dodgers were playing, and some guy was selling merch, right? Was selling souvenirs for the Angels. And he was a fan, and he comes up to Felipe and he like handed him his big harness of merch, that big old like sturdy harness that's got like teddy bears and all this stuff all over it.
Nice.
And Felipe put it on and took a picture with him, and he got so much shit from Dodger fans for just putting that guy's merch harness
You're not
on
a
his
real
body.
Dodger fan, puto.
I guess you're gonna start selling Angels merch
mad
now.
at you.
Yeah, hey, being a Dodgers and an Angels fan is like being a Democrat and a Republican.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
It's like being a member of Congress, huh? Hey.
Hey.
It's like being a vegan and a beef eater. In one
A
Yeah.
week.
beefitarian, bro.
I do that. I eat vegetables and meat.
Mix it up, bro.
So what do you do? What do you eat out there, man? Like roadkill or go to the supermarket?
Muskrat.
I go to the farmer's market and I get like my week's worth of grass-fed, local meat. And then I just get and I learned how to cook this pandemic. I never knew how to cook before. And so now I'm forced to because I'm out in the middle of nowhere. So now I've learned how to make a good steak. I just usually just get like super easy, just like meat and like green.
Shovel.
And I'm cooking.
Can you grow anything out there? Like, is it too hot or too dry out there?
Yeah, you can't just grow in the dirt up there, but you could do a greenhouse, which I'm going to do eventually. So I'm going to make a greenhouse eventually, not for weed.
So you're near Coachella?
Yeah, like an hour away. And out there, that's close. Like if you got a neighbor, he's 30 minutes away.
Have you been to that date festival they have over there?
Nah, but I love those date smoothies or the date shakes.
Oh man,
man.
Too, man. My first time ever, man. I ever been to that area. I did a show in Coachella, and they took me to a Mexican restaurant after the show. The promoter, and I remember, man, like I ate one of my best shrimp cocktail and lemonade I ever had in a long time.
Yeah.
And it was right next to it was weird because it was right next to a hotel that was like empty, and the swimming pool was empty. It was like it was like, I guess, foreclosed, but the only thing that stood was that restaurant. And then later on, when I grew up, as a comedian, I was thinking to myself, all right, that makes sense. That the restaurant was Sinaloa style Mexican food and marisco and seafood. It's the only thing that opened there, but it was good, man. And the guy that took us there, he was like the city councilman of Coachella, some Mexican guy.
Yeah, there's Hispanics out there. And to go backwards to the empty swimming pool, there's nothing more sad than an empty jacuzzi that's dead, except the empty swimming pool is a little sadder.
Yeah, it was dead, bro. Like it had no graffiti yet, but it was just dead. like the jacuzzi, the palm trees were still there. It was just closed, man. Like done.
Yeah, Palm Springs it's weird. The desert out there is it's weird. It's like the end of the world, kind of like Mad Max world. There'll be some super nice modern hotel and then some grimy ass trailer park. It's a trip, man. It's a whole nother world. I never thought I'd end up in the desert, man. My whole life I lived right by the ocean, but I like it, man. Mix it up, try something different.
It is hot over there, man. I went there one time in Palm Springs and it was 122, 3 degrees.
Damn, dude, yeah, it's so hot out there.
The set melted.
Dude, it's so hot out there. I saw a coyote selling Gatorades. I'm sorry, that was bad.
How did you get started, man?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Is being on television and being a superstar something you wanted as a kid, or how did you
MTV
get into
it?
Yeah, I wouldn't say super. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Felipe.
I know that some people I've talked to, they say, well, I started promoting in high school and then boom.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say superstar. I'm like medium star. Like
I seen you at Dublin's back in the day.
Damn, that was the spot. Don't get me started. That was the day.
Hey, remember karaoke and then comedy before?
Bro, that was the best on Monday nights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, did you do stand-up back then? Were you there?
I did, bro. I did. I started in 95. So I was already like getting warmed up by that time. Bro, I used to do Latino night on Monday nights and then go do the Comedy Store, to get my heart broken, bomb. But then I would go hit up happy hour at Miyagi's from 11 o'clock, 11 p.m. till it closed. So I'll be like big pimping, bro, with getting sushi at half off.
Yeah, that's big. Well, that's
and it was karaoke night there too.
Oh, that's dope. I tried stand up for a minute, and I did stand up for a while in the LA, New York circuit just to try it. And I bombed really bad. And I did a spot at the Ha Ha Cafe, and it was an all Hispanic night. And I was the only white comic there. And I got on stage, and this was like right after Scary Movie was out. So people knew who I was because Scary Movies were so big, right? And the announcer was like, hey, man, give it up. This is my bad Hispanic racist accent. He's like, hey, man, give it up for the next comic. He's from Scary Movie 3. And the crowd was like, yeah. And I come out and I just bombed, right? I just bombed. And then at the end, the host comes back on. He's like, God damn, man, that shit sucked. What happened to that dude? And I was just, oh, it was death. Like, there's nothing worse than bombing. And there was dudes in the crowd with like LA tattooed on their face, like gangsters. And I was just up there just like, what am I doing for? Yeah, that's tough. I respect you, bro. That's a tough racket.
Man, I took my son to see that movie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The one you were in?
Yeah, Scary Movie
like,
3. I did 3, 4, and 5, but I bet you saw Scary Movie 3. That was like the good one, I think.
Yeah, that was the house, right? The haunted house?
No, that was 1.
Oh, no, with Tim Curry? I thought that was 3.
No.
Okay, that must have been 2.
No, I know. I watch it every night and cry. I know it very well.
I think part 3 is the one that they make fun of signs, right? Or like in the
Leslie
farm?
Nielsen.
Oh, right.
Yo, I got to work with Leslie Nielsen, George Carlin, Charlie Sheen, Kevin Hart. Bro, like I was just Chris Elliott, my favorite of all time.
How did you contain yourself, bro? I'll be like,
dude, I was like, exactly. I had to like remember where you are, act like you belong here type shit.
Man.
Really, I'm a fan. And then I remember like that's back when movies paid. So I did that movie and bought a fucking house.
Back when movies paid.
Man, that was 2003. That was back in the day. And it was David Zucker who did Airplane, Naked Gun. I grew up watching those movies, so I was in heaven,
Yeah, the Zucker brothers, didn't they buy the franchise from the Wayans, right? Isn't that what went down?
The Wayans did 1 and 2, and then the Zucker 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
But so going backwards a little bit. So I never wanted to be in show business. It kind of just fell in my lap. I was living in LA. I'll give you the cliff notes. I was living in LA in like 93, and I was dating this girl, and she was a model, and I went with her to one of her castings, and I'm sitting in the waiting room with her 2-year-old son. I'm way over my head. I'm 18 years old. She's 23. She's a beautiful girl I met at a rave in San Francisco. I was working at a potato sack factory in Oakland, and I fucking quit my job to move in with this beautiful girl in LA and just see what happens. So I drive her to her auditions. She was trying to be a model, and I'm sitting in the room one day, and the casting director's like, who's he? He's perfect for the jobs. Next thing you know, they fly me to Milan. So
damn.
In Milan, and then I get signed to this agency, and then Paris and New York. So I start going Paris, New York, Milan, Paris, New York, Milan, and I'm just doing runway shows and hanging out with models. And I'm like, instead of going to college, I just went to Europe and New York and just got to be a pimp. And
why go to college after that?
That's what you go to college for.
You got it all.
Well, now I don't have an education, but I had a good time. And then I go to, and then I lived in New York. And when I was there was a VJ named Kennedy. I don't know if you remember Kennedy.
She's on Fox News now.
And she had a talk show, and she had me on as a guest because there was this supermodel named Marcus Schenkenberg, who was like the male supermodel. And
I remember him.
Yeah, he couldn't do the rehearsal. So my agent sent me to go do the rehearsal with her. And the producers were like, hey, this guy's great. Let's give him a show. So MTV signed me. And I remember that when MTV signed me, they go, yeah, we want to give you your own thing to be a VJ. And I go, I've never done television. I've never announced anything. And I have no music knowledge at all. And they go, perfect. You're great for the job. And next thing you know, I'm on MTV every day interviewing Tupac and fucking Howard Stern. And I'm just, back then MTV was kind of the only place to go to. There was no internet, social media. Like the only place to see what's dope was like MTV after school. And I was on the 3 to 4 o'clock slot. So everyone from school would go home and watch. And I was just sort of like, I got overnight attention. And then there's a director named Gus Van Sant. He did Good Will Hunting. And so he saw me on MTV and he was like, oh, I want to read him for this movie. So I go in to meet Gus Van Sant, and he has me read with Matt Damon for Good Will Hunting. There was a little scene where there's a bully that he beats up. And so I'm reading the scene for my first time. I never acted. And I'm reading with Matt Damon. And Gus Van Sant stops me and he goes, I got to stop you. That was the worst audition I've ever seen in my life. I was like, all right, all good. I've never done this before, whatever. He goes, no, you got something. I'm gonna send you to an acting school here in New York. So they send me to some like New York theater thespian, you know, acting class. And I was like, they didn't like me because I was the dude on MTV and they're all trying to be real actors. And then,
but they're also not getting paid. They're not working like you were.
Yeah, you know, yeah. And then I moved to LA like a year later and I just started booking all these acting gigs. So it all, long story short, it just kind of fell in my lap. I was never like, I want to do this shit. It just kind of happened. So here I am.
Wow.
Oh yeah. And you were on the Amanda Bynes show too, right?
Yeah, I was on the Amanda Bynes show. It's called What I Like About You. It was on WB like early 2000s. And I remember that. Real cool. A show called Felicity and Jack and Jill. So WB back then, or networks, would give you a holding deal where they pay you X amount of money to hold you to not work on their networks. Those days are over.
A lot of money.
Because I was just on MTV, my stock was hot. So they're all like, let's give him a holding deal. So they basically paid me for like a few years to just put me on different shows. And it was good.
Were you on after Cameron Diaz, Bill Bellamy?
Wait, on MTV?
Yeah.
Cameron Diaz.
No, I don't think Cameron
Diaz. Daisy Fuentes.
Daisy Fuentes, you're thinking of, yeah.
Bro, that's racist, bro. I don't remember who was what time, but yeah.
He doesn't remember.
So I know that Pauly Shore was like 19, the first one, right?
He was 90, I think. Yeah, 90, 92.
Yeah, right. He's 90 years old. Yeah, he's 90 years old now.
No. He's crusty, bro.
Mad Scuzzy.
Everybody wants to know if Dirt Nasty is still going strong.
Yeah, not going
Everybody
strong.
in the chat here.
Oh, there's a chat. I don't do Dirt Nasty as much anymore, obviously, because COVID, there's no live shows. But for people that don't know what Dirt Nasty is, I do an alter ego where I do this really sleazy Hollywood rapper where I just talk shit. It's very offensive and comedic. And well, I think it's comedic. And I basically, again, that was the same thing. This is a good lesson in life. Like the less you want it, the more it comes to you. Like you don't like, I don't know, man. I don't mean to sound all like spiritual because I'm in Joshua Tree, but the shit found me. It's like, don't chase women, don't chase money. Let it come to you, kind of on some Mr. Miyagi shit. And so I basically was just making, because, you know, as an actor in LA, you're lucky to work 6 months a year. So half the year you're just sitting around, smoke weed and make beats and like, you know, fun and fucking. And
make beats.
Yeah, I would have I got a little studio and start making beats as a hobby. And then I met these rappers named Mickey Avalon and Andre Legacy.
Oh, I love Mickey Avalon. I didn't know he was in that group.
Yeah, so we did a thing together.
With him on Tempe.
I produced a song called My Dick. That's how we met. Yeah, that's how I'm sitting. Me and Felipe.
That song's big. That song got big, man. I remember in high school, that was humongous, dude.
Dude, it went platinum. I just got my platinum plaque. It's one of the, maybe my favorite.
It went platinum?
Yeah.
It sold
oh my God.
It had 1 million downloads over 10 years. Actually, it was like 13 years. It got 1 million downloads. My manager called me a couple years ago.
That's awesome.
He's like, I got a surprise for you. And I come to the office and he hands me a platinum plaque. And it's so funny because like I was just fucking around with my boys. We were never like, we're going to go platinum. We're going to blow up. And then Mickey got signed to Interscope. We're on tour with the Chili Peppers in Europe in front of soccer stadiums. We're like, what the fuck? We were just making beats in my spare bedroom.
Was that on MySpace? It got big because of MySpace?
That's exactly what it was. So that's what blew us up, was that Mickey was the first artist on MySpace Records. And then they blew us up. And that's what got us in front of everybody, was MySpace.
Yeah, his song, Jane Fonda came out around that time, I think, when MySpace was out. I love that song.
Yeah. Jane Fonda too.
The Jane Fonda, I love that song.
Let's talk about the story, like that, like Mick Jagger.
You what?
I don't know. You think Jamiroquai did that?
Another song similar to that, like Mick Jagger or something like that.
Oh, what, his look?
No, the song.
Oh yeah. Well, he kind of looks like Mick Jagger too. Like he wears makeup.
No.
He looks like
somebody later on did a song similar to the song we're talking about, and he said, "Do the Mick Jagger."
Oh,
really?
moves like
Remember,
Mick Jagger.
remember Rizzo?
Moves like Jagger.
Moves like Mick Jagger.
Moves
Oh,
like
Oh,
Jagger.
moves,
Mick
moves like Jagger? I don't know. I don't think that sounds like them.
All right, I always thought it did. Maybe because I always heard the other song, "Stoned and Loaded." Man, you sober up, man. Things start starting different. Stop, like sounding differently. Like the first thing I noticed when I sobered up with, you know what? Why am I listening to Hank Williams Jr. and Senior? Why am I sitting in a fucking Volvo in Frogtown on Blake, halfway inside the Alley River, waiting for a black guy to come back with $20 worth of crack, and I've been sitting for 3 hours.
Wow. So how long have you been sober?
11 years, going on 11.
I thought you were stoned right now.
Oh, but that don't count.
Oh, okay. Sober off the wheel. Yeah, I agree. That's LA.
Well,
sober.
that's the
LA.
only thing. Yeah, that's the only thing he does. Yeah.
No, I respect that.
No alcohol, no nothing.
Did you ever get invited to a wild party like that where you say, "Whoa, man, I need to leave"?
Yeah, a lot of those. I actually went to Frogtown once and I bought a PCP dip cigarette and smoked it. I went to this party. My boy's kind of a gangster. Like he's been in and out of prison. And he brings me to the hood and I'm on Sherm in this party sitting on this hill. And it's all these gangsters and they're all vibing me because I'm like the white boy and I'm on Sherm and I'm just like, get me the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. When like you see people you've seen like you recognize on television or you see them somewhere partying. I remember I was coming out of a place and I was buying like some bud, and then I saw that kid from that badass movie Bully.
Oh
and
yeah.
He passed away.
Brad Renfro.
Huh?
Brad Renfro.
Brad Renfro. And I felt Brad Renfro. Check out that actor, people. Brad Renfro. His first movie is App Student. And then
Apt Pupil.
and then he did The Client, I think.
Well, hey, when I went to that party though, this was like in the 90s. So this wasn't when people knew who I was. I was just a white boy in the hood. So I was just getting weird vibes. And my boy's a white boy, but he looks Mexican. He's all tatted up and he's just got the LA shit, and he just looks like he's just, that dude. And it was just heavy.
What happened there?
Nothing. We just it looked like a cartoon. Everything like a cartoon. Somehow we got out of there. I think we did. I don't remember. This was in 1996, maybe.
Did you ever like go through that stage where where you were up for 2 days and then you're trying to find something and you're looking like shit?
Yeah.
How did you come down?
Man. Like a Xanax or something?
Oh man, I've been there, bro.
Giving advice?
I've been there, man. I've been there.
Man, yeah.
I came home and my whole stomach looked like I had like a saliva all over it.
Dude, hey, guys, those days are over. Sorry. I got bad jokes. That's my shit. I'm a Jew. I'm a Jew. I got grandpa jokes. Well, actually, hey, here's a grandpa joke. I actually did my Forever 23 test. What's it called? 23andMe. I did my Forever 23andMe test, and it said that I'm half German and half Jewish, which explains why I want to kill myself. I thought, oh man, my other jokes got a better laugh.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Hey, there's the lesson I was talking about before. When you try too hard, it don't happen. When you don't try.
Yeah, everybody in the chat is jealous of your life. You've left into a lot of stuff.
It's lonely in the middle.
There's nobody in the top.
Man. Oh, what'd you say at the end?
That's Ronnie Dangerfield. Hey, it's lonely in the bottom when there's no one on top.
Oh, that's good. Damn, I thought I made that up. Maybe I saw.
No, you said middle, so it's original.
Oh yeah, but it still could have came up with the best. Rodney Dangerfield was the best, man. His story is inspiring because he quit and did aluminum siding for 30 years and then came back in his 60s and blew up. So it's never too late.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
planning. That's my plan. I want to blow up at 62.
Rodrigo, what's up, bro? They're all quiet and shit.
What up, dog? Chilling, dog. Let's crack it.
Take something out of the refrigerator, bro. Show the refrigerator.
I can't show it to you, but who wants a jarritos, dog?
Oh yeah,
man, those are good.
little
My boy-
Doritos.
Yeah, my boy Riff
Bottle
Raff
water.
calls them Jarjitos.
Some Jorjitos.
Yeah, the Aguava one's the best.
Oh, dude, that shit is bomb,
I
dog.
never had that one, but I
Yes.
the,
Oh,
one.
which one?
The mango one I didn't like.
You didn't like it? I like all of them, dude.
Hey man, we drove for a fucking like 5 hours, right? To
On the
Phoenix,
way, yeah, on the way back.
because we didn't want to be on a plane with a lot of people, so we drove to the show. And man, it was pretty empty on the freeway, man. Like nobody in the desert, nobody going anywhere.
Just till we got to the city, that was it, huh?
We saw cops immediately. Phoenix PD, don't fuck around.
Phoenix is a trip. That's one of those weird places that you think like Detroit or Compton scare. You go to Phoenix and there's those long ass blocks that are like 8 miles long. And if you make the wrong turn out in those alleys, you're like, this is extra creepy for some reason. Phoenix is a trip.
There's a lot of
man.
homeless people in Phoenix.
My first time, I always talk about this, but when I first went to Phoenix, I don't know how I ended up, man, at a swingers club.
Whoa.
Wasn't that in Scottsdale?
He said, I don't know how I ended up.
It was like $30. It was $30 to get in, and couples $40 for both.
2 loads to get out.
So we paid $30 to get in, me and another comedian. And
Did you
man, it was like
Did you swing?
imagine the people that had heart attacks and fell off buildings at the Capitol building takedown were all naked, bro, at the same time.
So it wasn't
You
good
call that a
looking.
takedown?
It wasn't good looking people.
Hell no, bro.
They never are.
There was a
Saggy
lady,
balls,
bro-
huh?
There was a lady, bro, who looked like Alice from the Brady Bunch. And she was taking on 4 truck driver, bro, who looked like the cast of King of the Hill.
They were doing it so everybody could watch.
It was wide open. Like as soon as I got in there, I looked over there. My friend called me, the comedian, and I looked, and there was a jacuzzi. I don't know how many people been in it, and she was standing on it. And then, like, she was standing on it, and she was like going down like a hyena with a broken back, going down on somebody and taking turns, you know. And
the life.
another guy was behind her, and my friend who I came with, I don't know where this fool found food in there, man.
Oh, that's disgusting.
They have a
There was
kitchen.
a bathroom, and he has cheese nips, a little bag of cheese nips. And we're watching this go down. I asked him, bro, where'd you get the cheese nips? And then it was over there. And I looked over there, and there was like this chubby ass lady, bro, with like chubby ass legs. And she's wearing like a nightgown and underwear. It's in case anybody want to do her too, I guess.
Damn.
She's putting all the food there, bro. Cheese nips, fish sticks, chicken tenders, and cheese nips. And chips, bro, and nachos.
That's
That's
disgusting.
I didn't see the swinger party going that route.
Can't get down on an empty stomach.
Anybody from Phoenix that's watching this podcast, it's called Encounters.
I
Encounter.
thought there was gonna be a big story at the end of that. It ended up just being him showing up with cheese.
I thought Scottsdale was a swinger town.
You want to go down, but there were like other people dancing, and then some other guy brought his lady, and I guess he didn't want nobody to get involved, so a bunch of dudes were just staring like this with their hoodies, bro.
I'm next. I think.
It was okay to watch. I guess voyeurism. I guess.
Oh yeah.
Yes, bro. And I was like a bro, lost dog. Like, I felt like violated, but I was like the dude that asked too many questions. So what's going on right here? Then look, shit, dog. And I looked, all right. I know that this brother taking down his lady, bro, and everybody watching, bro. Like, yeah, like. And then like, but then my friend goes, I'm gonna get more cheese nips. So you want some? Like he ruined the moment for everybody. Everybody went,
This guy.
Then they had a upstairs, and upstairs they had like this the old school big screen TVs, bro. Like they're never gonna bring that shit back down, dude. It was too heavy. And they were showing BBW porn, like triple X. And there was a bed there too. You want to watch porno in a bed, or there was also bed. There was like chairs behind the bed if you want to watch. They let you, or a bunch of you know, a little shower to wash yourself off. You know, if you want to, they jump you in.
What's the point?
Got a little sweaty back
What's
there.
the point of washing yourself off when everything's so nasty already?
Doggy points. But you never been to anything like that, bro? Like the Playboy Mansion?
Okay, I got Playboy.
But it's different from that, huh?
So
I got. If people already don't hate me enough for me bragging, I went.
people
to the,
loving your story.
I went to Playboy Mansion a few times. So here's the story. When he first got divorced, I think it was 99 or 2000, Hef got divorced. And everybody I knew was like, it's on Playboy Mansion.
Single, man.
And I knew my good friend was his assistant's son. So my boy knows Hef. And he's like, look, dude, here's the deal. Everybody and their mother wants to get back into the Playboy Mansion. I'm going to hook you up. So I got in through my boy, luckily, because I wouldn't have got in without him, because it's like 10-1 and all this shit, girls to guys. And it was just like, so I remember going to Playboy Mansion, and I was going for a while. Like, it's just, man, it's like everything you think. I seen people fucking in the bushes, a dude come out of the bathroom with Coke on his nose. I was like, this is like an 80s movie. I love it. And I've seen celebrities doing crazy shit, but I'm not a rat, so I'm not going to say. I saw Charlie Sheen suck his own dick. Just kidding. And then what had happened was I fucking started sneaking my friends in because I was going alone and I wanted to share it with a friend. So what I did was I had a second. Huh?
We know a guy named E-Zone who let everybody in.
Yeah, that's a good thing. It's good to share.
So
So
the last guy got caught.
well, this is what happened. So I was getting my friends in and it was working for like, you know, maybe 4 parties because they're every few months. And what happened was I would give my friend who kind of like another white dude who looks kind of like me, I'd give them my ID and I would let them go ahead of me and check in. And then I'd show up 10 minutes later and they'd be like, oh, what do you mean, Simon? You already checked in. I'm like, somebody snuck in on my ID. That's bullshit. And they'd let me in. So then I'd meet my boy in there and we'd fucking blow it up, Playboy Mansion. They found out, they caught me doing it and they banned me from the Playboy Mansion. And then I had to send flowers to the lady for like years because I was like, come on. And then she never let me back in. And then years later, Too Short brought me as his guest.
That's cool.
Yeah.
How are the cheese nips over there at the Playboy Mansion?
There were some nips.
I went to the Playboy Mansion to do a comedy show, and it was all family, man. There was like a bunch of there was nothing going down, bro. And when I saw the people that were there, man, I'm glad I was there with Rich Little and Jeffrey Ross. I don't want to see them naked.
Old timers.
And I think Hugh Hefner was now engaged again.
Oh, that's why. That's why it was a family affair.
2011.
Yeah, that's when it was over. It was from like it was like 99 to 08 or something was the window, maybe 2010. And then there'd be random parties like once a year, like Midsummer Night Dream or something. But yeah, I got banned from the Playboy Mansion.
Damn.
So you haven't been back since then?
Yeah, with Too Short, when he brought me back, he got me
This is a
in.
gift.
No,
Did they give you? They didn't give you any shit about it.
they didn't realize I was his guest. By then, it was years later.
Okay,
So, but
that's funny.
yeah, I don't know what's cooler, going with Too Short or getting banned.
I think you got banned right on time because it turned pretty lame after that.
Yeah. So that happened.
Wow.
Yeah, I got crazy stories, but I don't remember most of them. That's the problem with smoking weed your whole life. Like people tell me, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. We killed those 2 people in a Corvette. Yeah, no, I seriously, man, my life's been a crazy ride, but hey,
People hit me up too. They go, man, we hung out, man, after the show and we smoked. And I said, I don't remember, man, but all right.
Dude, come on. You know we meet so many people, it's not right. And then I hate when people do, or when people are like, dude, we met in Vegas. I'm like, I automatically get the hall pass if it's Vegas. Or if they're like, we met at Coachella. I'm like, bro, I was banged up, dude. I didn't
Well, I
even.
handed you a clean condom, bro.
That's funny.
Yeah.
What's up,
Yeah.
Rezo? Tell us about your parties at the Sunset Room.
Oh man, Sunset Room, dude. That was a place where, like, if you had a whole bunch of friends on MySpace, you're like a celebrity, dude. Good times, man.
Damn. That's crazy. That was like 2005 was MySpace, and that was the beginning of like smartphones and social media, and that's when the game changed, because like then now everyone's a rat. You can't go nowhere. Everyone's tagging you and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like the whole shit changed. That was the end of the era before, when you could just live and do whatever you want, and not everyone's filming everything. Like, you know what I mean?
Before MySpace, did you have like a lot of girlfriends that didn't know about each other or what?
Exactly.
I know, right? Another one, man, motherfucker be tagging you and he's not even there. You could be sitting at home while you were tagged at the Hilton. I love cookies.
Yeah, man, those days are over.
I know, man. People will find you now. They'll go find you.
Bro, yeah, dude. Yeah, it's a
You
trip.
you could just put your name down and Google yourself and see how many photos show up.
They say that the average person is on camera somewhere about 70 times per day.
What?
That's the average. Like, whether it's surveillance cameras, store cameras, you know, somebody catching you on their cell phone, that we're constantly seeing. It's easy to track your steps from beginning to end, you know?
Man, that's why
scary.
that's why everyone's a pussy now. Back in the 90s, back in the 80s and 90s, man, shit was crazy. You'd see people get beat up, no reason, all shit was going on. Now it seems like everyone's on their best behavior. I guess it's a good thing, but
I know, man. Before, man, when people would get arrested when I was a little kid and they put the fucking camera on them, they'd be going like this, eh?
They knew he screwed
For real,
up.
bro. Even if they were handcuffed, they were like this, dog.
Yeah, back in the day, that's true.
And I was like, look at, ever since like people like John Gotti, I guess, you know, made it popular to get arrested, you know, and those type of people, everybody wants to be famous when they get arrested. Go buy my album. You know, I got beats for sale. Go holler at OG Louis the 13th. ASAP Fergie, get at me.
that street cred.
That's why, like that girl that just got famous
right?
recently.
You ever been locked up? I'm pretty sure you got street cred with the essays.
I did 7 years in Geronimo jail.
Is that real?
No, I'm just made it.
Is that real?
No,
You must have made a reservation. Hey, look, Rodrigo, it looks like you're behind Lisa, bro, in that image.
Which one?
Oh.
I went to juvie in Oakland, and that was kind of crazy. Actually, I had to do weekends because I won't even tell the whole story, but basically, I'll give you the 32-second version. Me and my boy found a wallet on a gas pump. We opened it up. The ID looked just like his cousin.
I always wanted that to happen to me.
Dude, hey, this was early 90s. Found the wallet, opened it up. We're like, that looks like your cousin. Let's get her and go shopping. So we go shopping with a wallet, ID, credit card. Turns out it was a police officer's wallet that we got impersonating an officer, grand theft, and forgery. And they went to jail because they were over 18, and I went to juvie. But then my public pretender got me, instead of a week straight, I got to do weekends for like 6 weeks, so I go in on the weekends so I could graduate high school, because I wasn't going to get to cross the stage, and that would have sucked.
That's a good lawyer, bro.
They offered me a deal.
It was a public pretender, and then yeah. So I got street cred.
They want to show up your school records to court, bro.
Man, hey, yeah, man. To this day, I still apologize to my mom, because when I was like, I think I was 17 years old, and she reminded me that when we were sitting in court, she's reprimanding me, and I just looked at her, and I'm like, your breath stinks. And she was like, I wanted to slap you right there in the courtroom. You were the worst. And I think back when I was 16, 17, I was the worst kid ever. So every Thanksgiving or Christmas, I apologize to my mom for that.
You are reprimanded, young man.
I
You're
mean,
weak in jail.
yeah.
I never did like damage as a 17-year-old to get busted, man. I wasn't there when it happened, but I was too far away from the guy who actually did it to get caught. Like, I see the cops are coming, but I'm like 2 blocks away, and I never got caught. Only one time, like, I was like in a stolen car, but I didn't know it was stolen. And
Yeah,
like,
right.
let me go.
That's
Until I walk home.
Hey, what kind of
You
car?
looking like a nice kid. Get out of the car, and they want to see you again.
What kind of car do you drive? Let me see if I get 3 guesses to what kind of car you drive. Okay.
All right.
Number one.
Driving now?
Number one, stolen. Just kidding.
That's a good one, dog. That's a good one. If you're doing like talking to the audience and you pick anybody out, you know.
Yeah.
And then you could change it up for the race, you know, like the white guy. I'm gonna pick out 3 other ones. Your mom bought it, you know, or your dad bought it.
Yeah.
Or it's if it's a Persian guy, it's a Beamer.
My friend,
Give me some Armenian, Rodrigo. What kind of car do you have?
I have a very special BMW, bro. Straight from. This is the Armenian rocket, bro. This one right here comes right here. It combs your arm hair when you go 90, bro.
What's the car, Simon? Let's hear the cars.
Oh yeah. Before I get to that, I have a question. Why? It's funny how you could do a Russian accent, but it's not racist. But if you were to do a Japanese accent, they would be racist.
Achoo.
Yeah.
Because they're white. I think because Russians are white, so they don't get to be.
There was a lady on my show that was Japanese, and she didn't get the jokes. I don't think she really paid attention, huh?
Well,
In
that
Arizona
woman's husband emailed you, didn't he? And he said, "Sorry, my wife is Japanese. She didn't really understand, but she was laughing. She thought it was funny."
You were laughing at this. It was a good man. There was some man. It was funny, man. There was some people that got kicked out. Your sister emailed us, bro. It said, "What did she say?" Lisa.
Who?
For Arizona shows?
About the people that got kicked out.
Oh no, she just said. It was my gift to my dad and my brother, or dad and husband, or something like that. And she said, and we got kicked out. And she was all mad, and she emailed Felipe for some reason. But you said something that she was kicked out because they were all yapping about something, right?
At the end of the night, everybody knew where they were from and what neighborhood.
Because they were talking so much.
They were so loaded. They were telling them to shut up. They were just warning. The first warning, "Hey man, can you guys?" And before they could say anything, he just said, "They're kicking us out." They let the girl finish.
They were publicists, dog.
In Arizona, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
shout out to Joe Adele from the fucking California, from the Los Angeles Angels. That fool showed up to our show.
Yeah, man.
And
They're new, huh? He's new, right? This is his first season.
He's a rookie. He hasn't even played in front of a live audience.
That's gonna be weird when that first happens.
How would you have handled this pandemic if this would have happened during like your MTV days?
Yeah, I always think about that because I'm just glad it happened at this point in my life where I don't feel like I'm missing out on shit. If I was young, I'd be like, "Fuck this, I'm going that year, whatever." Like I probably just want to live, but yeah, I feel like I'm in the sweet age in my 40s where I'm not, in my 70s where it's a health risk, and I'm not in my 20s where I'm missing out on shit. So I'm just like, I think I'm all right, but yeah.
I'm glad you said that. Because I'm pretty sure you've done a lot of damage for half of us here. And but man, in the news today, they cut a underground. Who they bust, Rodrigo? That underground place?
Oh, it's a swinger spot. That one was in what city was that?
Long Beach?
Long Beach.
No. Really?
It was like industry or something, wasn't it?
City of
City of
Industry.
No.
That
I
began
saw
with an
it.
I.
I know what it is.
It was an underground swingers party, and they were arresting everybody there, even the security guard.
It was like South LA, dude, I think.
Yeah. Dude, I have it right here. Hang on.
So, because of COVID, because they're too. I'm sure they weren't 6 feet swinging, unless you got a big ass dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in a warehouse in South Los Angeles.
It was in a warehouse in South Los Angeles. It was a swingers club and a strip bar, huh?
Yeah, over the weekend, there was at least 200 people were in attendance.
All of these places cost $500 to get in.
Adults only super spreader event.
Well, what if they got all tested first?
They didn't say that. It was a swingers party. They were swapping more than just spouses.
Wow, and jizz.
Denver now.
You could be honest, Rodrigo. You called the cops on them, huh?
Super
Like
spreader.
Dude, the Taco Man is gone, dude.
Super spreading the
Not your
legs.
fault.
Nah.
Rodrigo called the cops on
I
the
heard,
Taco Man
I heard he went back to Rubidoux.
Imagine, do that.
Word on the street.
How old are you gonna be, bro, to get caught like that, dog?
Oh my God, but dude, like those people look like they're in their 30s too, dude.
Somebody must have got pissed off or got kicked out last week and called the cops on them, bro.
Dude,
Oh, for sure.
yeah,
Somebody
dude.
Somebody fuck his wife, real good.
I'm just,
Somebody that didn't want to put a condom on and a mask.
dude, I'm just astounded at the horniness, bro. Like, what's going on, dude? They're not getting it at the house? Why do you gotta swing, bro?
But imagine these people are actually spending a lot of money to get into these places, huh?
I guess it's $500 a head or a couple. I heard you get in cheaper if you bring a girl, though.
Yeah, usually.
Do you think everybody gets laid, or
How much?
do you think everybody gets laid, or it sucks if you pay that much money and then you don't get laid, huh?
I bet you $20 there's a handful of dudes that don't get nothing, dog.
That's
We'll come
I
back-
bet you $20, a few of those women there are prostitutes.
Yeah, you know what? That's probably what's going on, probably, maybe,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I think that's what's going on sometimes. There aren't a lot of, I mean, there are some women who go along with that stuff, but there aren't a lot of women you could talk into.
Well, they haven't mentioned that was sex trafficking.
Yeah.
Well, they let a girl out on a stretcher, man. That's crazy.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, the 405 was packed on the way there. It was sex trafficking.
I don't know about that.
Sex trafficking.
It was a SIG alert.
You are out of your lane. You have been reprimanded. His fool said his mom reprimanded me. That shit was hilarious. You've been reprimanded, young man.
So my dad got me in a souffle when I was caught shoplifting, bro.
He gave you a souffle?
He did a wrestling move on me, the suplex.
Oh, the suplex, right? Yeah.
Fucking love wrestling, bro. Back in the days.
That's yeah. Suplex is
I
actually
had to get away, bro.
suplex is actually French for child abuse. See, I'm doing all right. I'm hitting 500.
Hey,
I'm hitting.
I'm gonna be here all week, you know.
Hey, James, look like you fall off a building too, huh? Trying to climb something, huh?
Wait, what is this? Maybe I missed that part of the news. People fell off the Capitol.
Yeah.
Off the wall, dude.
They were trying to climb the wall.
I didn't see that.
Some of these guys, most of these guys live with their mom. Like they were interviewing a lady, and she said that she knew there was something wrong when he didn't make his bed that morning.
A lot of those guys didn't do a push-up since the Boy Scouts.
I know
Oh,
guy that forgot to take his medicine, man. His Geritol.
Do they even make Geritol anymore?
Where he's from,
generic.
it is.
Canadian generic.
I think if you remember Geritol, you might need some Geritol.
One of those moms said, I don't know what happened. He said he was gonna go buy a case of old Milwaukee and never came back.
Oh, Milwaukee.
You better come back to light this fire.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah, I know.
up, Fool Podcast? What's up, Fool Podcast? Hey, one of the security guards, where I sometimes I go to the shop. That fool said I asked that fool, bro, what happened, bro? I thought you were gonna be here in DC. He goes, he looks at the fucking manager of the medicinal shop. I couldn't get the days off. He goes,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go there for the 20th.
They said Airbnb's canceling all the reservations and preventing anybody from booking rooms over there or booking Airbnb over there in the surrounding area of the capital.
They just
So-
want locals, huh?
So is there gonna be more shit going down, you think?
They're expecting.
They're expecting it. The FBI put it out. They've got all the National Guard flooding the town,
So
and
there are more guns in fucking Indio, Coachella, 29 Palms, and fucking Joshua Tree. More guns in that area than there was in the Capitol Hill that fucking takedown.
Oh, for sure, man.
People in the desert, bro. Like people who live in the desert, like besides our guest Simon Rex, they look weird, bro. Like
They have stockpiles.
they look at you, bro. Like they want to tell you a story, bro. You know what I mean? Like
It's a
Like,
trip.
every time I pull over and I meet one of these guys, they just stare at the car or they just want to talk, bro. Like, hey, man,
That car looks like it's from the future.
I have not seen people.
That's
And
how
their
get
dog looks like he's cactus, bro.
That's how it is. Hey, I'm not a gun person, but I got 2 guns now just because I'm out in the middle of nowhere and I got a
I'm
friend
right
of mine.
here, brother. You call me
Between the beach, bro.
I got a buddy of mine who's a sheriff in Big Bear. It's like an hour away. So he drove down and he teaches me like tactical, like how to shoot guns. And I got a couple guns and I'm not a gun guy at all, but he's like, listen, where you're at out here in the middle of nowhere, ain't no one coming to help you. You're on your own.
yeah, you need one out there.
So I got one and now I'm gun guy and it's weird. But again, out of my comfort zone.
Crazy.
Come here,
Man.
BB gun.
Got me a little 22, player.
What? Everybody
I got a
stop getting
screenshot.
shot.
I don't want any guns in our house. I don't want any guns. I'm sorry.
Only these guns, eh?
I'm not against other people having guns. It's not for my house. No.
What about a samurai sword?
What are you gonna do with that?
I've got a stun gun. I've got 2 stun guns, and I've got knives stashed in places in case somebody comes in. I'm home alone a lot, you know.
I'd like to think if somebody came to my place, I have the capability of lunging at them like a rare barracuda and biting off their dick.
Why is their dick out?
Because they're not doing nothing after that. If you bite their finger, they'll be just annoyed. If you bite their face, well, it depends where on the face, but I think right for the dick. And I feel like after that, they'd be like, this motherfucker's crazy. It's like I always said, if I really went to jail, my first day in to survive, I would just, you always hear the story to be the craziest one so people don't fuck with you. But I would pretend I was really gay. And then the first dude I meet, I'd go down on him and bite his dick off. And then they'd be like, this dude's crazy,
I don't think it's gonna go like that.
How you doing, dude?
Hey, you gotta hold him down next time.
This plan
gotta
is
punch
not
him in
very
the
good.
Maria Babbitt,
Hey, you took a lot of liberties, kid.
Martin Rizzo said that don't work.
hey, boo. He had it all planned out, dog.
Hey,
Maria Babbitt,
hey,
dude.
for the record, I wouldn't bite their dick off. I'd bite their balls off.
There you go.
Cut their ears off.
Ooh, I like that.
Or yeah.
What's up? You still doing your podcast? Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, dude. I have a new episode out. That came out yesterday, and we also have a new episode of Los Podcasters del Norte with Martin Rizzo. And
Yeah.
that's episode 37 and 78.
Yeah.
I did Simon Rex podcast too, boo.
Yeah,
What's the name of your podcast?
it's called Nervous Rex. I got some good guests because I've met so
That's
many.
a good name.
Yeah, thanks. I've met so many interesting people in the 25 years I've been on this crazy life. So I'm like, let me get a favor. I'll ask these celebrities, let me get an hour. But it's interesting. The most interesting guests are the ones who are the real boys. Like I just interviewed the sheriff I was talking about. And then it's just to hear like he's a Navy SEAL. So his stories,
Damn.
to me, that's more interesting than like a Hollywood celebrity talking about movies. But, but I just had that cop on. Yeah. and his name's Nate Von Uhl. If you guys want to check it out, it's really interesting.
check it out.
But then I remember I hit up Charlie Sheen because I wanted him on the podcast, and I was like, Charlie, I need a favor. He's like, whatever you need. I was like, will you do my podcast? He's like, Simon, I get that question every day, and I tell everybody the same thing, no. But for you, I'll do it. So I'm the only person to ever get Charlie Sheen on a podcast.
But you saw him dick. He don't want nobody to know.
Huh?
Tom sucked his own dick, so he want to get out there.
Yeah, you remember that.
He
Right.
didn't want to tell that story.
Jameson.
That's funny.
So fool. Just a little note out there. Comedian Johnny Roque, who has the Johnny Roque News now with
Johnny Roque?
Oxbow glasses. That fool, his whole family caught coronavirus.
Yeah.
We're gonna have Johnny on.
And we're gonna talk about it later on if he has time for us.
Hopefully, but they got better now, so that's good, you know.
I took a corona test today, brothers.
Me too.
You
Me
good?
too. Me too.
Well, how was it? Saliva?
Yeah. I was actually in Venice today, and the ambulance rolls up, and they're like, "We're giving out free COVID tests right now here. You get the results in 24 hours." I was like, "All right." I got tested a week ago because I went to Miami for a week, which was not very responsible of me, but I kept it cool. Just, you know, I didn't go out too much. I just, you know, stayed at my boy's crib, jet skied, pimped it. It was great. And then I was like, fuck, I shouldn't have flown to Miami. I took a test there and passed, but that was a week ago. So anyway, today I took one too, just to know in case you got it and you don't know. You don't want to be giving that shit around, you know?
Man, I hate to sound like a mom and daddy, but Peter, Simon, you need to stop fucking with food in bands, eh?
With what?
You need to just stop going inside people's vans you don't know. Out of the fucking blue and shit.
Is that on the story?
I remember in my neighborhood, two trucks full of fucking Huggies showed up. And I said, we went for the medical, whatever. And he goes, anybody wants, we're giving away 2 boxes of Pampers for 1 medical sticker. Fool. Those fools walked away with a bunch of medical, bro. I don't know how much money they made, but they sold a lot of Huggies, dog.
Wow.
They robbed everybody, basically, right?
There's
That's a mad hustle.
Rodrigo?
What are they, like fake vouchers or real ones?
No, they were real. These people on welfare, they got a little medical. When you go to the hospital, a broken leg, you take out a sticker and it pays for it.
Oh.
They were trading them for diapers, bro. Huggies.
They still there's still babies out there, huh?
people
that was a Huggy insurance scam, bro.
Damn, dude, are you serious?
They literally went out there with a truck full of Huggies and asked these poor ladies, if you want to buy diapers, just give us, you could pay with your medical sticker because we work for the hospital. They were all dressed in white. So they started unloading boxes of fucking diapers, bro. Like big boxes, 2 of them to whoever wanted one. And all they did was peel a sticker with their name on it and they put it right there. And then I guess these motherfuckers took that and charged a doctor that they were working with, that they were treated, and they billed it to the city or the government, bro.
Damn, dude.
And all it cost them with a box of fucking Huggies.
Times are getting crazy.
That's crazy.
What'd you say, Lisa?
I said that's crazy. Hey, Rodrigo, somebody wants to know if your podcast is on YouTube.
No, it's not. Just on
it's on
right
Parler.
now. Hell no. For right now, just audio.
It's on Parler. It's on Parler.
Yeah, right, bro. The right chicken wing.
Parler's off too.
They're all dark, right? They're gonna go sue, bro.
It's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I understand like kicking them off Twitter or whatever. That's your company and to do that. I don't know about the internet, kicking them off the internet completely. I don't know because you can't even get on the website itself. Like I understand maybe your app store doesn't want to, carry the app, but to not allow them to run on the internet, I don't know.
Because that's what happened to Alex Jones, right? You have to go to his website to get his stuff now.
Yeah, I mean, shouldn't the FCC at some point be involved in that? Or are they involved at all in regulating internet?
I
James,
don't think
do you know?
FCC does
Not that I
internet.
know of.
Not at all, right?
No, not at all. No.
There's no standard. I mean, that's the thing. It's kind of the Wild West still in terms of.
And it's left to each country, right?
Yeah, but Amazon basically is the host, so they of their website. Like Amazon AWS is our host and storage. Like we use them for our website too, but they made the decision to pull the hosting, and I guess now they'll have trouble finding a new host because of their reputation already. So I don't know. I just, even though I don't agree with them, I feel like they should be allowed to have their website. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, until those companies get treated like utilities, they're going to be able to make all the decisions they want.
Yeah.
You chimed in.
Yeah, man.
So he has to go on TV now to do like to talk to people now. It's crazy.
Well, he had Jim Jordan read a statement on the floor today. Like that's the only way he could call the press and do a
He's
press
being
conference.
dramatic right now. He's being
He's being dramatic.
President Trump tried to get at me at Yahoo Messenger.
You tell people for me.
Hey, fool, Earthlink.
That fool sent me a Net Juno disc.
AIM, bro. He's on the party line now, Trump.
He could though.
That's funny.
The party line, bro. January 20, bro. I'm gonna be in fucking Joshua Tree with Simon Rex and fucking Jerry, bro, chilling, smoking bud on top of a tank, bro.
Yeah.
Ready, dog.
Yeah, geriatric.
Might not have bullets, eh? We're gonna get it. We're gonna take it from the MacArthur Museum down the street, bro.
There
We're
we
gonna
go.
be on top of the fucking dinosaurs, bro. Ready, dog.
Ready for the insurrection?
If I wanna go there, I wanna go to the dinosaurs, bro. When they're open, Rodrigo, I want you to go in there and fart, and then we record everybody getting out. Eh?
Getting gassed?
Hey, where do dinosaurs put their vehicles?
Where?
Jurassic parking lot.
Hey.
I was gonna say a Garageosaurus Rex or something.
Garageosaurus Rex.
I like that. Yeah, yours was better. I lobbed you up. See how I do you?
Thank you,
Are
bro.
you on any of those other plays where they gotta talk? What are those Parlor? No, Cameo.
I do Cameo. I do Cameo.
What's your Cameo? Let everybody know right here.
I think it's just Simon Rex, but that's the shit. I've been surviving off that shit this whole time.
Oh yeah, bro.
Fuck that. I don't care. Some people look down on it. I'm like, yo, I get to make someone's day. I'm making my.
Cameo is like the OnlyFans for men.
Yeah, dude. It's the best. It's the best. I love Cameo. And you get to make somebody's day. Like, why would you do that on the street and take a picture with someone and say, why not do it for fucking a little cash and everybody wins, you know?
So you make mad money from that.
I mean, not mad money. I make 400 grand a year. Just kidding.
That's tight.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It's cool, dog.
Yeah, that guy Kevin from the guy that plays Kevin from The Office, he made $1 million.
$1 million, right?
Off Cameo.
It's
Fred
crazy.
Stoller made $387. No.
Jeez.
And that's Mark.
Huh?
How
No,
about
I'm
Dino
joking
Ray?
about his. No.
Oh, we're working on it, brother. We're working on it. We have Burr on there. Then I'm gonna have Rugged. And I'm talking to Dan Cook again. We're gonna get all the heavy hitters on my Cameo, bro.
Who's that? Is that Willie Nelson?
Fucking Dino Ray, dog.
Oh, that was a robot. But Cameron, you're pretty much cutting out the middleman. You know, the money just.
Yeah, Martin, that's what you're doing, cutting it. You're a kid, bro. You're a brain, bro.
So funny.
So, what you got planned for the future? Any like shows? What you hearing out there, man? They're gonna open up concerts.
Yeah, that's probably going to be the last thing to open up is live music. And even if it does, all these venues are closing. So who knows if I'll do any more Dirt Nasty shows. But hey, I'll do it if they come. But I don't see it happening soon. But
Oh, driving shows.
huh?
Driving shows. They
I
were
would
very
do that. I would do that. But people would drive out pretty quick once I got on stage. See, it's the ones you don't try.
That's not hockey.
Yeah, I'm not, I'm not much of a planner, Felipe. I'm not much of a planner, which is like, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but that's like my motto in life is like no plans ever. Cause I hate when I'm like, yeah, Wednesday night, we're doing dinner at 8. And then there's a Warriors game on or a Niners game. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to go to dinner. Like, I don't want to make plans. I just want to go with the flow. My mom hates it, but I think it's the best way to kind of go through life is just no plans and just wing everything and just be a leaf in the wind. So I have no plan for the future. I never had a plan and it's worked out so far, but maybe I should change and start being a planner. I've never been like the note guy or the, like I don't know.
I would die if I couldn't plan shit out. I don't know how people live like that. But your life has turned out pretty well.
I just have that way. There's
no the flow, bro, like a leaf on a log.
You're like gravity, bro.
Just go with the flow, bro, like a leaf on a stick, bro, on a slow stream.
But check it out,
dude. In the air, bro.
Like Nelly Furtado, fool. I'm like
I heard a quote once that happiness is life. I heard a quote, happiness is life minus expectations. Because you know how whenever you have an expectation of like, it's going to be dope on New Year's Eve and it never is.
Or never is on New Year's Eve.
No, or you read 10 reviews for a movie.
I don't know what you did for New Year's Eve, but no.
But you know what I mean?
We were at the swinger party.
Yeah, you're right, man. Hey, before we go, one more story, or I don't know if there's a story even. I don't believe this guy, but he said, tell everybody about the time you met Tupac.
Oh yeah, I interviewed Tupac on MTV, and this is right before he died. I was the last person to interview him on MTV, and I was working at this place.
The last words.
It was a party. Yeah, it was a party in LA. And I was working, doing hosting shit. And then I smoked a joint with my producer afterwards. We smoked a joint because work was over. And all of a sudden they go, Tupac just got here. You got to interview him live on TV, on MTV. And I go, I'm too stoned to interview him. They go, don't worry, he's stoned too. And they handed me the mic and I interviewed Tupac live, and it's on YouTube. It's a trip because I'm so high. If you watch it, I'm so stoned that I'm just looking at the floor going, like I couldn't even look at him because I'm like, damn, this is Tupac. And to be real, I've never been a huge Tupac fan. I was more of a Biggie fan. I mean, I love Tupac from the Bay, but I was never like buying all his albums. But when he walked in the room, of all the celebrities I've ever met, I think he was the biggest star, like his charisma and how he lit up the room. Might have been he had something I've never seen before, He had
that's fucking cool, bro.
Right here, I got the interview.
Oh yeah,
you're here to the side, bro. All clean cut.
Yeah,
look like a Kennedy.
Yeah, that was 1996, bro. That was
crazy.
That was 20. Hey, how about this? That was 20.
This fool said he was 12.
Yeah.
Wow, bro.
You were born in 96, Homer.
Come on, Kennedy.
96, imagine.
Those glasses.
Straighten your hair, Kennedy.
Watch that show going, come on, Daisy Fuentes.
Right. It's the second time you mentioned Daisy Fuentes.
What happened to her? I always wondered what happened to Daisy. What happened to her, dog?
Look her up. What up, bro?
She probably got married to some rich dude and just fell out.
Yes.
Tony Mottola dude, huh?
Something like that, I think.
Got her heart by Simon Rex. And Luis Miguel.
Yeah, she was cool though. She was cool.
That's a weird attitude.
Let's end on that note.
What happened, bro?
There's more behind that.
And bro, you ever had sex with a celebrity that you see later on, you see her on stage talking, and you're like, this lying ass bitch did a bump up my penis.
Nah, I never hooked up with her. I wish she was
lying, dog. I remember when we used to watch Survivor. And then there was a girl that was on Survivor, and she dated Joe Rogan. And then Joe Rogan would do bits about her at nighttime. And then sometimes people would cut the bits and put them on his page, joerogan.net. So we would always watch the Survivor, and then he would talk about her. Ooh, man. What's up, bro? Give us something, dog. The fans are waiting, bro. You're in Joshua Tree, bro. You're safe. Jerry will be there with wood,
Yeah, dude, seriously, come out and get weird one night and just check it out. You'll love it. It's a little cold right now, but in springtime, come see me and Jerry and we'll
You know what, bro? We should just fucking invite James right there. Bring Slaughter by Slaughter. Do some psychedelics.
Do an LC show.
Live Zoom show.
yeah, that's where you do psychedelics. It's like you're in a Dolly painting. It's so psychedelic out there. It's like that's one of the problems is everybody's like, I'm coming out there to do mushrooms this weekend. So then I gotta like, I can't do mushrooms every weekend. So,
Yes, you can.
I'm on mushroom down.
so sometimes you just gotta be like, you go ahead, man, go for a hike. Yeah, I'll be here, you know.
Fuck yeah, bro. I go over there, bro, with a fucking some Mexican cokes, and we just watch Forensic Files.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Hey, I watched your special out there. I watched your new special out there, and I'm just sitting by myself in the middle of the desert, and I was just watching your special, cracking up with the coyotes and shit. It was dope.
One of the best times, man, when you happen to stumble on something that you really like, and you go, know what? This is fucking funny. Like that
And
show on
unexpected,
Donna's
dude.
Playhouse.
Which one?
That show's badass.
Yeah.
What
bro.
show? Oh wait, shut up. No.
Oh my god, bro.
He's a
That
drum.
one?
No.
Everything's
Stop.
a drum.
All right.
Oh, that show you're talking about. Oh, that's funny.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know about all that, dog.
I'll see you. You guys should wrap up soon. Bye.
What's up? We got Simon Rex, one of our best guests of 2021, bro.
The
How many
only.
years doing the podcast?
What?
What happened?
How many years now doing the podcast?
Oh, it's been a little
I've
over
never-
a year. I'm on like episode 85, and so it's been a little over a year. So I'm just, yeah, I mean, I just have fun with it. It's like I don't make much money. I got a couple little sponsors here and there, but it's more just to like do this. I love just talking with comedians and people, and like especially during the pandemic when I'm just sitting alone in the desert. Like this is my social life now. So I'm digging it, man. It's fun. It's like therapy.
Hey, Simon, before I go, I read an article one time about right there where you live at in Joshua Tree in that area. And there's a lot of mining spots. And it was an article about a phone, a public phone that's in the middle of the desert. That's still a working phone, but you can't call out. But somehow people don't know the number and they call it, but you can answer it.
I seen it. It's painted pink. I took a picture of it. It's like in the Mojave Desert, about an hour from my place. Yeah, bro.
It's real, right? I don't know if it still works, but people will sit there back in 2004, 2003, and they'll fucking sit there next to that phone, smoke joints, drink beer, do psychedelics, and wait for the phone to ring.
That's so cool.
And then somebody will answer it. And then something will be like a lady from Germany who was there a while back, and she just says, "What's up?" But yeah, man, people will go there and hang out by that phone.
That's crazy. I seen it. Yeah, I took a picture of it and took a piss next to it.
Ha!
This fool.
There's a lot of places I want to go, dog.
That's funny.
Hey.
You know, I hear that in those towns, there's still old dynamite from the 1800s, and those could go off still to this day. It's dangerous.
Yeah, dude, there's crazy shit out there, bro. It's like untouched. You go out there and you're like, man, it's like I'm going back in time, dude. It's just nobody out there, which I love. I just love, like, after, like I said, being around so many people for so long, I'm just like, I just want to be on my own little planet. And you go out there and it's just open. Like, it does something to your psyche when you're just like, man, ain't no one around. I could breathe. Then you pull into LA and you're like, fuck.
I know what you mean, dog. What's up, fool, Rodrigo? What's up, man? Thank you, man.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Hey,
you,
I was
man.
gonna tell you. Did you guys see that fight that was over there? I mean, I didn't know it was a fight when we were in Phoenix at Stand Up Live. That guy that was beating his lady that was cheating on her.
Holy
That's
shit.
right, huh?
Cause I was over there by Vinny, by the merchandise, and I seen a lot of people on the ledge right there because you can look over to the grass and that quad, and I seen a guy on top of a chick, and I thought he was giving her CPR, but then I ran back to the merch booth and we went back the next day. Apparently, he was beating the shit out of her because her and another guy went to the show, and she was making out with them at that bar, and he showed up right then and there, dog, and dragged her down to the ground and
He was
beat the
cheating.
shit out of her. Crazy, huh, bro?
Wow, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but-
Joking, dude.
my show brings that brings that out of people, bro.
Hell yeah, dude.
They get into the show, bro. They want to take it to the next level, bro.
Yeah.
That was crazy because I didn't think that was happening. And that's what was happening. Nuts.
Only if Felipe shows, bro.
I know. Right? She turned into a sucia, bro. But you know what? She had a good time. And that's probably what they do every night, bro. She goes over there, makes out with somebody. He gets jealous. They pretend to fight in public. Then they go home, bro. And they have some wild making love, bro.
Los tóxicos.
Right,
Hey,
you know how they do it.
Hey, Felipe, do you remember that lady that broke her foot at the Ventura Harbor Comedy Club at your show? She fell down the stairs.
Man, that was days ago.
Bro, the owner of the comedy club, what's his name? Fernando?
And Randy.
Randy and Fernando, they fucking ran and took a fucking picture of her fucking ankle to make sure it's not their fault.
You
her
waited for
was fucking like a purple softball, huh?
Dude, you waited by her for the fucking ambulance, dude, the whole time, dude. It was fucking dope.
Looked like a little pigfoot after.
You should be buying tickets every time I go there, bro.
Yeah.
Simon Rex, what's up?
I got BO, bro. I got BO. This was fun. Thank you guys for having me.
Right, man. Thank you, man.
Thank you, bro. Keep shining, man.
Yeah, you guys are the best. I love you.
All right, guys.
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
Yeah,
How's that show?